Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a bird and wildlife rescue crochet nest. I'm working from a PDF that has been passed around in the Facebook group for helping wildlife in the Australia bushfires. So as I'm making these, I know that there are a lot of questions about this pattern, so I'm going to be having a visual aid so those who are visual learners will be able to make them as well. So the first thing this pattern calls for is worsted weight yarn, machine washable and dryable, non-fuzzy acrylic such as Red Heart Super Saver, and you're going to need 2 skeins to make this nest. It doesn't really matter what color you use, so feel free to use up any scrap yarn. But again, it is important not to use any sort of fuzzy yarn because they can get stuck in the fuzz. So you're going to need a 5mm or size H hook, a stitch marker, scissors, and a yarn needle for weaving in ends. These nests are going to be worked with 2 strands at a time. That makes it sturdier. Also, you want your stitches to be really tight because you don't want it to be floppy or them to get stuck in the holes. So the first thing you're going to do is make a magic loop, magic ring, magic circle, whatever you call it. It allows you to pull the bottom really tight together. So to make your magic loop, you're going to hold on to your tail end of the yarn, take your working end, pull up and around to an X like that, hold on to your working end, put your hook through the top right arm, grab the other side, pull down and around, grab this part of the yarn, pull that through your loop, untangle the tail from the back part, and start working into your loop. You're going to work 6 single crochets into your loop. And pull your tail tight to tighten your loop. Great. And now you can start working into your next round. So that was the first round. You can tighten up your loop by pulling on your tail at any time. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase into each stitch. So increase meaning 2 stitches into 1 stitch. So by the end of this round we are going to have 12 stitches. So working is going to be tight, but that's what you want for this, so little birdies don't get their feet stuck in the holes. And at this point, what I like to do is grab a stitch marker and mark that first stitch I made so I know where I am in the round. There. Second round done. Now this third round should be a little bit easier. And the pattern is single crochet into the next crochet, or the next stitch, and then increase in the next stitch. So 1 stitches into this, 2 into this one, and we'll go around the whole way. And I will mark off my first stitch. Now remember that these can be made in various sizes. So if you want a really small nest, you can stop right here and start building your walls. Alright, that's the third round. So now we're going to single crochet into the next crochet. Place your marker. Alright, for round 4, we're at 18 stitches right now. We are going to single crochet into the first stitch, which I've marked with my marker already, and then increase, two single crochet to the next 2 stitches, and we're going to repeat, increase, and single crochet 2 times, 5 times. And now that we've done that 5 times, we will increase and single crochet. Now onto row 5. We are going to single crochet 3 times into the next 3 stitches and then increase into that 4th stitch. And we're going to do this 6 times. And at this point we should have 30 stitches. For round 6, we're going to single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to repeat and increase, single crochet in the next 4 stitches 5 times, ending with an increase and 2 single crochets. Okay, for round 7 we're going to simply single crochet into 5 stitches and then do a increase into 1 stitch 6 times. Okay, for round 8 we're going to single crochet into the next 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, increase and single crochet 6 times, and we're going to do that 5 times. And round 9 is just 7 single crochets and 1 increase 6 times. All right, almost there. This is round 10, and for this one we're going to single crochet into the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to increase and single crochet 8 times, 5 times total. Okay, now for round 11. After this, we have just one more round, and then we start creating the sides. So we're gonna single crochet 9 times, increase, and do that 6 times. Last round of the base. Woohoo! They want us to single crochet 5 times, the increase and single crochet 10 times is 5 times. And then they're gonna have us increase, and single crochet 5. Because we have different sizes we can make, this one being the largest, they have a little chart that tells you how many side rows you need depending on your base. So for our base we have 12 rounds, so we're going to need 19 rows including the first round. And for your first round you are going to want to work into the back stitch of the loop, and the back stitch is the stitch furthest away from you. So you're going to hook into both strands from your double-stranded yarn and just work your way around. And you can see that about right here is where our back loop stitches started, so that will be the signifier of the end of our first round. So now we can work normally through these, make sure that they're going the right way, and just begin to build up in a spiral for how many ever rows I said. And yeah, we'll do that. So we're back. I have finished all my rows. I did have to switch colors. As you can see right here, I'm going to weave these ends in. And now for our final stitch, I'm going to show you how they recommend to finish off your piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to snip off the tail. You're going to pull your tail through now you're going to take your yarn needle, weave your ends through your yarn needle, and now what we're going to do is we're going to emulate this braided stitch look. You're going to go to your next stitch and pull your thread through there and pull it close, and now you're going to put your needle into that last stitch on the loop furthest away from you, and as you can see, it emulates that braided look. And simply weave your ends into the piece, and what they recommend on the pattern is to weave each end separately into your piece so it's not as bulky with both ends. And a good way to get your ends in there really well is push through one time, then find another place going the opposite way, and then again going the other way. You'll create something that will really stay in once you wove it in, and just repeat that with all your other loose ends. When you're finishing up your bottom, remember to pull your magic circle really tight and then weave in your ends. So in the photo you'll see they have the walls folded over, and they might want to do this for extra stability in the nest. And these you can make in all different sizes. I just happened to make the biggest one. Let me know if you have any questions about this pattern. I will give you an answer back. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you make lots and lots of nests for the animals in need.